Welcome back, Seahawks, to this week's edition of Seahawk Central News. I'm Aki Suzuki.
And I'm Kristen Dre. This week, we will be taking a look at faculty pay raises across the board at UNCW and how the university stacks up against other colleges of the South.
We will also delve into an epidemic that will affect the way students study abroad and a national chain that is causing quite a stir. Stay tuned because Seahawk Central News starts right now.
Students, did you know you attend one of the top universities in the South? According to the U.S. News and World Report, UNCW has placed in the top 20 for regional universities in the South. This regional list is comprised of schools that provide a full range of undergraduate majors and master's programs in the North, South, Midwest, and West. UNCW also maintained its top 10 ranking as one of the best public institutions in the South of this year's Best Colleges rankings. Chancellor William A. Cederberg comments, UNCW is proud to be continuously recognized as a premier institution in our region by U.S. News and World Report. Keep it up, UNCW. At this rate, we'll be #1 in no time.
Isn't it great knowing that we attend one of the top universities in the South? You know, every single day I walk around this campus, I just feel so lucky to be here.
I know. I love going to UNCW, and it's just like we're finally getting recognized, and I love that.
UNC, here we come. If you work at UNCW, you now have a reason to smile because you're getting a raise. New legislation has provided the entire UNC system with $5 million to be put towards faculty pay. UNCW's portion of the funds are estimated to increase the salaries of all employees by a few $100s per year. University officials say this is less than the 2% raise handed out in 2012. The university's Board of Governors met on September 12th to finalize how the funds will be distributed and where any additional funding should be directed. According to WECT, full-time employees are getting an extra bonus. UNCW has already increased their yearly pay by $1,000 as of this past August.
Long before she graced the screen becoming a teen acting idol, Molly Ringwald sang. Performing for years with her father's jazz band, Miss Ringwald has a great deal of experience on stage as a singer in the spotlight. This past Wednesday, September 17th, Molly Ringwald came to UNCW, inviting students and community members to spend an evening enjoying her perform numerous jazz numbers featured on her new album, Except Sometimes. Many turned out for this event, kicking off what is sure to be a successful season for UNCW Presents.
The recent Ebola outbreaks in Western Africa have caused the Center for Disease Control to issue a Level 3 warning against non-essential travel to Guinea, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Nigeria. This warning means that UNCW will not be sponsoring any travel or study abroad programs to the affected countries for the time being. While the CDC takes care of prevention for Ebola on their end, UNCW is also taking the initiative to educate and protect its students and faculty right here in Wilmington. Remember, Ebola is not an airborne disease and can only be transmitted through bodily fluids of an infected person. Anyone returning from the affected countries should monitor their health for 21 days and should contact their healthcare provider at the first sign of illness.
Excessive rain, wacky temperature changes, and windy days only mean one thing. The peak of hurricane season is among us. Wilmington has always faced tides of unpredictable weather, but hurricane season is not one to be reckoned with. September has proved to be the highest risk month of the year for coastal communities. Though no major storm has been a threat to the Wilmington community as of late, a close eye is being kept on Hurricane Edward as it settles into the Atlantic. It currently presents no risk to land, however, it will bring strong waves and rip currents to our coast. Be sure to pay attention to the Weather Service warnings and stay safe during inclement weather. In Wilmington, you have to be prepared for rain, but the early fall is always the worst.
I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I've always sort of wanted to be caught in a hurricane. Is that wrong? There's probably something wrong with that, right?
No, I think at UNCW we have the privilege to being called out of class because of hurricane.
And yet 3 years and it still hasn't happened. Where are you, hurricane?
It's time for this week's Seahawk Service Spotlight. Do you hold a special place in your heart for furry friends? Want to help special needs individuals and veterans in your area? Canines for Service is an organization in Wilmington that provides persons of need with a service dog to lend support during everyday tasks, to simply be a comrade. Volunteers are able to aid with office tasks, help at promotional events, fundraise, and even foster a puppy who will one day help an individual in this community. If you are interested in becoming a volunteer, visit caninesforservice.org. Also, if you know of any other organizations that do great things for the Wilmington area, send us your thoughts to tealtvmedia@gmail.com or drop by our office in the Student Media Center.
Urban Outfitters is a fairly popular store among college students, providing access to the latest trends and hippest furnishings. Last year, the release of a t-shirt adorning the words "Eat Less" sparked a major controversy. Many believe that this message proved that the chain supported anorexia, one of the leading causes of death among young adults today. On Tuesday, a sweatshirt featuring the logo of Kent State and stains similar to that of splattered blood went on sale via their online store, causing quite an uproar. Kent State was where 4 students were killed during a 1970s peace rally. Banneret ends with the store and obscured messages, leaving its financial fate in questionable condition. That's all we have time for this week's episode. Thanks for joining us here at TealTV. As always, I'm Aki Suzuki.
And I'm Kristen Dre, bidding you so long, Seahawks.